Are we good?
Yes.
Oh,
we're good.
hey, welcome back, guys. So before I tell Genesis what to do and talk her through the steps, I'm going to see what Genesis knows because she told me she thinks she knows how to do it. So, what do you do, G?
Okay, so first you're gonna pull the e-brake.
Wait a minute. Where did you get that from? Because that's not what you told me a second ago.
Anyways, so first you're gonna pull the e-brake, and then you're gonna put your bricks behind your tires so it doesn't roll down.
Those are chalk blocks.
Question
Yes.
from the classroom. What if I'm on the interstate and I don't just magically have blocks in the back of my car?
My best example for you to do is to just work with what you got.
Improvise.
Improvise.
That's right. Try to find something to put behind it in front of those wheels for safety.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then after you do
All
that.
right, Genesis, did you pull the e-brake yet?
No.
Go pull the e-brake. So the reason she's putting the e-brake on, y'all, is you don't want your vehicle to roll while it's jacked up and your tires off, because then that's going to create a whole lot more problems for you. So she's pulling the e-brake. There we go. Now get out and let's block it. Next step, she's going to use the chalk blocks and put them in front of and behind the tire so that the vehicle cannot roll on her while it's jacked up. Now what I will tell you is that if you find yourself getting a flat tire somewhere along the highway, it is smart and it is very, very important for you to get off the road to change that tire. It's okay if you damage your rim or your tire a little bit getting off the road, because trust me, people get hit probably every week in this country changing tires. I mean, it's a tragedy, but drivers are distracted nowadays. They're not paying attention, and they're not going to see you crouch down changing your tire along the side of the road. So pull off, and especially if it's nighttime, be safe and try to pull somewhere with lighting. So if you've got to limp it a mile to a gas station, limp it a mile. Go slow, put your hazards on, and get there. But try to be somewhere with lighting, because you're even going to be harder to see at nighttime. And always make sure to put your hazards on so that people can see you. So Genesis now has the e-brake pulled and the chalk blocks in place. What's the next step, Genesis?
Put your jack up.
Put your jack up. Now, with this truck, Dylan was gracious enough to let us use his truck. With this truck, we got a scissor jack. Let's see if Genesis can figure out how to use this bad boy.
I really don't know.
Well, if you start turning it to the right, it'll start raising. There you go. So most vehicles are going to come with either a scissor jack or a bottle jack. Now, Genesis, right there. You see that spot right there?
Yeah.
Right here. Yep. You gotta put your little. Yep. Sorry. You didn't have to show them where she's putting it, but I didn't mean to knock it out of your hand.
Getting closer.
Not right there, baby. The frame.
What?
Keep going up. I showed you right there. See the hole?
Oh.
There you go. Put it in there. All right, so Genesis is going to get the truck jacked up. I'm going to let her get that snug. All right, stop right there. All right. Is it jacked up enough for you to pull the tire off?
Is it? Maybe. I don't know.
No, it's not.
That's why whenever you said
not.
stop, I was like, why did you say stop?
So there's a reason that I had her stop right there, guys and girls. You want your vehicle to still be in a position that your tire is touching the ground so that you can break your lug nuts loose. Because if you try to break your lug nuts loose while it's in the air, the tire's just going to spin with you. So she's got to go ahead and get these lug nuts broke loose. So she's got her lug wrench here.
Let's go, Louisa.
Oh, you're going right. Righty tighty, lefty loose. Yeah. So let's try. Get up a little bit more there. All right, see what you can do. See if you can press down. There you go. Good job. That's
G.
good. You don't take them all the way off. You're just breaking them loose. So that's the key, guys. You just break them loose. Yep, all of them do all 5. So you just break them loose while it's still on the ground. Do not take them all the way off. You're just breaking them loose. You will remove them completely once you get the truck lifted in the air or your vehicle, whatever it may be. There you go. That's loose. Look at those muscles. Y'all, listen, I want to show you something real quick, Genesis. Hold on. Back away, buddy. All right. So I want to show you something. If somebody before you put them lug nuts on super duper paratrooper tight and you can't get them off, show them what to do, G. Yep. Boom. There you go. That's right.
I learned that from the truck driver.
There you go. Yeah. So what Genesis mentioned, you want me to show you something?
Yeah.
So she's got this upright. You can't really get a lot of leverage that way. You want to have it to where it's already going the direction you want it to. It's easier to push down. But what Genesis mentioned is what spawned the idea for this video. I was away on a hiking trip with my oldest daughter, and Mama Dreams and the girls were out school clothes shopping, and Mama Dreams caught a flat tire. Luckily, she was able to pull into a parking lot, but thankfully, there were 2 truckers there, and one of them happened to help her change out the tire for her, because the tire center would not come out and take the tire off even though she was in a Walmart parking lot. They wouldn't come out and take the tire off so they could fix it. They had to have her take it off and bring it in, so that trucker was kind enough to do that for her, and we really appreciate that. All right.
Okay.
All right, Genesis, now you've got your lug nuts
nuts.
broke free, so what are you going to do next?
I'm gonna finish jacking it up to where you can take the tire off.
Go ahead, girl. Let's see what you got. Now, generally, folks, most cars do not come equipped with jack stands, but it would be a good idea to have you some jack stands, because jacks like this scissor jack often can get kicked over, and that's another reason that she's got those chock blocks in place so that it doesn't roll backwards on her.
How high do you want me to go?
High enough that you can pull the tire off, baby. There are tons and tons of different jack options. I strongly suggest grabbing a rolling floor jack and just putting it in your vehicle if you've got room for it. They're a lot safer and they're a lot faster.
Yeah.
Keep on going, girl. You got to have enough room to pull that thing out of there.
Our car is newer and also had to have that special lug nut lock
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
thing. As
They put a locking lug nut on it is what Mama Dreams is talking about. And so those require a special head to take it off. That's what she's talking about, yeah. That's an anti-theft thing that they started putting on some cars. That's good.
Alright, G.
All right, now that she's got it jacked up, go ahead and take the lug nuts completely loose. So when you're taking your lug nuts loose, remember where you put them. Because there's nothing worse than being out in the middle of the heat, sweating and cussing because you're on the side of the road and your tire blew out and you're in the middle of a trip, and you go to put your tire back on and you can't remember where you put those lug nuts. Trust me, it's happened.
Like tape during Christmas present wrapping.
Hell yeah.
Oh my. We'll come back to that one.
Now for the sake of this video, y'all, we're not going to put a spare tire on here. I'm just simply teaching my daughter how to take a tire off and put a tire back on. But different vehicles have spares located in different ways. Some of them have a cranking mechanism that you have to lower your tire from a different spot. Oftentimes there's a little hole found in your bumper that you can put the handle in and crank it down. So you familiarize yourself with your vehicle, with your jack set up, with your spares. And y'all, crazily enough to me, there's a lot of new vehicles that don't even come with a jack or a spare. They come with a bottle of Fix-A-Flat.
Yeah.
So do yourself a favor and get to know your vehicle and what it has.
Our van was like
All right,
that.
baby, push that bottom in with your foot. Yep, push it in while you're taking it off, because you loosened that up earlier, right?
Yeah.
No,
All
I
right,
don't know.
push it all the way.
Yeah.
It's just not
Should be
coming
good.
off.
Did you forget to break that one loose?
I just
Watch out, move your feet. Yeah, you didn't break that one loose. Hold on. Let's see if we can do it with my foot on it. There you go.
this one's just difficult.
Well, it's because the tire has all the other lug nuts off, except for that one, so it's trying to press out on that one. That's why I was telling you to do that.
Yeah.
See if you can do it now with me. There you go. Y'all, Genesis is a 13-year-old girl. So I just point that out because I want to say, I'm not going to take it all for you. You're going to do it all. I want to show you that even a 13-year-old girl can handle all this. And that's not saying that girls aren't strong, because Genesis is Louisa in our family. Look at her. Look at her. There you go. All right. Put it back on. do want you to lift with your legs and not your back, so that you have a good back when you're older, young lady.
She does know this, guys.
I do know this, but I just don't listen.
Yeah, teenagers. Got them lined up. There you go.
All right, here's the next step. Super duper important. You're gonna put those lug nuts on in a star pattern. You're not gonna go all the way around. You're gonna go there, 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 in a star, okay? So go ahead and put your bottom one in. I want you to push your foot up against it while you do it, okay? You're gonna run them in as tight as you can with your fingers, okay? The reason that she's doing this in a star pattern is so that she can make sure the tire is properly seated and so that she doesn't have a lot of vibration going down the road. If you go in a circle, you're not going to get your tire balanced as far as being put on the vehicle.
You're going to get dirty.
No, ma'am. Yep.
I know. Figuring out how I draw my star. Okay, up here.
Okay. How she's going to draw her star. I like that. There you go. Yeah. There you go. How she's going to draw her star. I love it.
It's a nice day.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Breezy, though.
I can't complain.
It's always a good idea to try to find a flat spot. That's the safest spot to do this.
Last one. Also, look at our matching thumbs.
Yeah.
Not really. Not really.
We've been doing homestead projects, y'all, and we've been the casualties.
Yeah.
Okay. Hand tight?
Yep.
All right, now here's what I want you to do. I want you to move your foot so you don't crush your foot. And I want you to lower that jack just till your tire barely touches the ground, okay? I don't want all the weight of the vehicle resting on it until you tighten those lug nuts all the way up. Yep, lefty-loosey. There you go. Watch your tire so you can see when it's barely touching the ground. Hey, you want me to show you? Yeah. Here, check this out. Check it out. Yeah, but it's a lot easier to turn. You were holding it out here. It's a lot easier to turn when you come out. See?
Hey, it's almost touching the ground.
Keep going until it is.
But not heavy.
Boom. That's good. It's on there. Now go around and tighten them in the star pattern. Sorry about the wind, y'all. Playing a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. Yeah, tighten. Right? Yeah.
Righty tighty.
Keep going.
Now that we have all the lug nuts on and they're completely tightened, we're going to take the jack completely down.
We did that TV magic for y'all. So we put that on time lapse. That way you didn't have to watch her fighting with them lug nuts for 5 minutes.
She did
got it
really
done.
good.
Yeah, she did. She remembered to do it in a star pattern. She checked each one twice. I'm proud of her.
Choop choop.
All right. Just leave that like that is. Pull it out of the way. And then I want you to go back through and check all your lug nuts one more time now that you've got all the weight of the truck on it. Thank you, dear. I just want to make sure you're safe and your tire don't fall off on you when you're rolling down the road because I love you.
Oh yeah, because I'm definitely going to be driving.
Oh, I'm about to teach you how to drive this monster.
Gosh, don't tell your brother.
Happy I'm going through because there is a little bit that they could go down.
Yeah. Good job.
Oh, this whole truck.
You see how the truck's jerking? Yeah, that's why you got those chalk blocks there, because if you had that jack under
His
there,
truck would have.
it would have fell right off on you. There you go. Good job. Easy peasy, fresh and squeezy, right, girl?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Mama? Sit up.
I'm getting you both like this.
Genesis,
Yes.
so you think you know how to change a tire now?
Yeah.
You won't get stranded, will you?
Nope.
If Daddy's 4 hours away and you get a flat, you'll be able to take care of it?
All by myself.
That's right. If Mama gets another flat, you'll be able to take care of it?
I got her.
I'm proud of you, kiddo. Well, y'all, I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any follow-up questions, please feel free to reach out to us. This is just something we try to do with the kids to get them prepared for all the things that life will throw at them, because Lord knows life throws you curveballs. But we like to end every video by saying until next time, y'all.
Keep dreaming.